guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I filmed a video, but just to sort of recap on what I've been up to, I recently got a job at Panera and I work the morning shift for that. So I usually work from like 5:30 or 6 to about 2 o'clock. So that leaves me pretty tired at the end of the day. And on days when I don't work at Panera, I've been babysitting. I've been hanging out with friends, and then most recently I went to a rodeo. So now that you know what I've been up to recently, we'll get to the topic of this video, which is the Kenzie Burke 21-day reset. So basically, a couple of my favorite YouTubers that I've been watching for a really long time, Maggie Macdonald and Kenzie Elizabeth, they both, I would say a few weeks ago, uploaded these videos talking about doing this 21-day reset thing and trying something out called food combining. I had never heard of either before, so I watched the video. It seemed a little interesting, and so I went to this girl Kenzie Burke, her Instagram page, to sort of check it out and see what it was about. And I noticed that she was really gaining followers a lot by the day, and by a lot I mean like hundreds and hundreds of followers every day. And I just saw so many people were posting with her hashtag Kenzie Burke, and then just showing like progress pics of their body before and after doing the reset, and just like hearing so many people be so excited and so happy that they tried it. So then I got even more interested because I was like, it's really generating a lot of buzz. From what I could gather, a lot of people were saying it was helping them lose weight, reduce a lot of bloating that they didn't even realize they had, and many of them were sort of developing this better relationship with food. And so I ended up, looking at this stuff and watching the videos, and so I went to her website and was like, I think I'll just do it. I'll just buy the book, see what it's about, because it's a book that you buy on her website, and it's $45. And like in the book, which I'll show you guys in a second, it sort of outlines all this stuff, this reset that these people were talking about. So eventually I was like, I'll just bite the bullet and spend the $45 and just see, what all of this buzz is really about. So as you guys can see here, in order to get to it, you just literally go to kenzieburkehealth.com, and you'll see that she offers a few other books in addition to this. She has like a food combining chart, and then she has just a book of plant-based recipes, but the one that I wanted was this 21 days to your best body. So I ended up buying that first. And so when you get it, it shows up as this like PDF that you can download. And as you can see, I also just got the food combining chart because that was free. And so it shows up as a PDF, and then you click on it, it downloads to your computer, and this is what it looks like. She talks about what the 21-day reset is and what the point of it is, and basically it's like supposed to help you develop this healthy lifestyle that'll transform your body and your mind. And I guess because she says it takes 21 days to form a habit, and so that's why it's 21 days long. And she says the foundation of it is deciding like what food you eat and stuff like that. Then she goes into the why, and how like in order to do this, you need to figure out like why you want a health lifestyle change. Do you just want to eat better? What do you hope to get out of it? Sort of think about stuff like that. And it's interesting because she says if your why is to just lose weight, then this might not be the best starting point for you, because the point really, I guess, isn't for you to lose weight exactly, but it's for you to just like develop a healthier relationship with food and just become healthier overall, like just for the sake of taking better care of your body, as opposed to wanting to lose X amount of pounds. Then it goes into some of the basic guidelines, which I'll tell you guys about here. And I guess to put it simply, you want to eat 3 plant-based meals a day, ideally. You want to have a 12-hour break from your last meal of the day to your first meal or breakfast the next day. You want to incorporate some sort of movement into your day at least 5 days a week. You want to give yourself at least 25 minutes a day for self-care. And then during the time of this reset, you want to like map out and track each of your days, what you'll be eating, what your movements are, what your self-care activities will be, stuff like that, to sort of help you keep track of it. So then she goes into how to keep you on track. She's provided you with the following. This book has what you can eat and recipes, ideas and a guide to eating out, tips and tricks just to help you transition into a more healthy lifestyle, a calendar for you for these 3 weeks to plan all your stuff out while you're on the reset, some workouts that you can do either at the gym or that you can do at home, and then even some self-care ideas. So as you can see, you get this long list of foods that you can eat. Basically, you want to avoid gluten, sugar, dairy, and alcohol. And then it gives you a list of foods that you can eat from vegetables, fruits, oils, vinegars, and sauces, herbs and spices and stuff like that. It gives you food substitutions for bread and milk and salad dressing. It gives you some smoothie recipes. Her one that's really, really popular is the tropical bub smoothie. That's what that's what she loves. It's her brand, her thing. But there are other ones in here too. And then she has breakfast recipes, lunch, dinner. There's kind of a good amount of stuff in here. And then recipes for guacamole, salsa, stuff like that. Some ideas for snacks that you could have. For eating out, it's suggestions on what you could get. If you go to a sushi place, you could get this. If you go to Mexican, you could get this, stuff like that. Then it gives you some tips. It gives you an example schedule of what to eat and stuff like that. And she says to start your morning off with some fruit, and then it goes into workouts. So it has different workouts on here that you can do. There's upper body, lower body, core, full body, and then a cardio, and then it ends with some lasting results of hopefully what you get out of doing the reset. And so she lists the food that you can eat, and then the way that you're supposed to build your meals is through this idea called food combining. And so basically, as far as I understand it, the whole point of food combining is that you're trying to optimize your digestion. So basically, you want to eat foods that digest well together, because our bodies spend a lot of energy trying to digest our food. And if you make it easier for your body to digest your food, it can take that energy and put it elsewhere. So give yourself more energy. It helps clear skin, can help tone your body, can help you lose weight and keep it down, reduce bloating and stuff like that, because it's not having to work so hard to literally digest your food. So basically, when you're combining, just to keep it simple, when you do your meals, you do a starch in a vegetable or a protein with vegetables, and you eat fruit in the morning on an empty stomach. Because it's really, really hard for your body to digest starches and proteins together in one meal. And also, she suggests eating animal protein 3 times a week, because protein is the hardest food for our bodies to digest in general. So a lot of her meals that she recommends are plant-based, so that you don't have to have protein with them. And so then also, like I mentioned earlier, she recommends working out 5 times a week. And so, she has those workouts that you can do. And so I've been doing them at home in my room, just because I don't have access to a gym. And it's been very easy to follow. The most recent one I did was the upper body workout, and it's nice because she lists what each workout is supposed to be in the book, but on her Instagram, she actually has IGTVs for every workout where she goes through all of them, so you can watch her to see what that move is and to see what it's supposed to look like, which I feel is just very helpful and makes it very easy to follow. Also, she recommends dedicating at least 25 minutes of your day to self-care. And so she says, that could be reading, listening to a podcast, giving yourself a social media break, taking a bath, etc., etc. And so for me personally, I have been reading Michelle Obama's book because I went to her book tour for her new book, Becoming. So I've been reading that and trying to commit at least a half hour every day to reading that. And I've also been getting more into podcasts. So I just started listening to a really good one called Chatty Broads, which actually has baby Becca from Ari's season on The Bachelor on it, which is kind of funny, but it's been very, very interesting and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm on like day 6 of the reset, and I have to say I've been noticing some changes, which is good. I do eat protein less. I've been good about keeping my starches and proteins separate. Like, I have lost some weight. I have not been as bloated since I started this. Even when I eat a cheat meal, like just in general, my bloating has gone down a lot. I do have a lot more energy than I used to. Some of my clothes are starting to fit a little better, which is good. And since I am able to see changes, it does persuade me to keep making adjustments to have a healthier lifestyle overall. Like, I just love looking at her Instagram, and she just has so much information on there and so many recipes and so many ideas and all that stuff that motivates me too, to keep up with it and keep making changes. And there are also just so many people that are so supportive that follow her too and are also on the journey, who are like offering advice and, you know, posting, and people are making friends through this and like all of that stuff and motivating each other. So like, I have found this entire reset to be like just a very motivating and inspiring journey that I'm on, if that makes sense. Also, I would say that I have improved my relationship with food, which is interesting. And overall, I would say the best part about this experience is Kenzie Burke herself. I find her to be just very inspiring and motivating throughout this entire process, especially just because her whole like thing, this whole movement towards being healthier, like she has it how she wants it to work for you specifically. So it's like, eat the foods that you want, shop at the grocery stores that you like to, and this is how you can accommodate it to what you like, and it's not like something that has to be so strictly followed, like you have to eat this brand and this food and this and this. It's like, if you like to shop at Whole Foods, this is some stuff you can get from there. If you like to shop at Kroger, this is stuff you can get from there, you know? And she says, she's like, if you want to eat that slice of cake, that's fine, just get back on track the next day. But like, I don't know, I just feel like she encourages being imperfect and just doing your best, which is nice because obviously everybody's best is different. So in conclusion, I would say it was worth my $45, and I feel like I've gotten so much information and still continue to get so much information from her, from this reset, just about food and my body and stuff, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. And she has a YouTube channel now, which I'll link down below, and like offer stuff on there. She's always talking on her Instagram stories, always just being motivating, always answering questions, and like just always passing on knowledge. And I just love that there's so much to learn and so much information out there for me to gain. And I love just how genuine she is about it, and how she's just like, it's never too late to start, you know, you can always get back on track, but like just do it, but do it how you want to do it, and do it in a way that makes you want to do it forever, you know? So I love that. So I will be keeping up with it, and I think I want to make some other videos, like some what I eat in a day on the reset, and just like updates on this health journey that I'm on. I would like to lose some more weight, but also I do just want to eat better, just for the sake of eating better, and like just to be healthy, just because I don't eat the best anyways. And I do want more energy because I feel like I want all the stuff. I want to be productive. I want to do all of the stuff with my day, but I do find myself being very tired. So the fact that I do have so much energy eating like this, even though it's not perfect, like that does make me want to keep going. Also, just because like this past week, I've just been able to do so much more in a day than I ever would have thought. So I'm just like excited. This just makes me excited for future me, for, you know, what I can become, working towards just like growing and loving myself and loving food and learning how to cook and learning in general and stuff like that. So if you have any questions about it, You can follow me on Instagram at Allison Scott Neesmith, or you can comment down below. And yeah, that's that. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
To be young and in love in New York City. Do not know who I am, but still know that I'm good long as you're here with me.